I am going to show you how to replace this blower motor. This guy right here, it's under your passenger dash. I'm sure you figured that out already. I'm like about halfway through it, but I want to show you kind of what you have to do, because this left me stumped right here. There are 5 screws that hold this piece on right here that you're gonna have to get off. You're gonna have to take this cover off right here. This cover has 3 little clips here. They're alternated, so you're gonna have to take this one out first, and then you can pull down and it'll all come out. Be careful with the middle one, it could break. And then you want to remove this plastic piece right here. It's this guy right here. You just pull back like this and then slide it out upward. And then you can pull your carpet back. And there's this insulation right here. The insulation is connected to the top, so you're gonna have to cut this. Okay, it looks like a mess, but basically you're gonna cut out a section like this. Box cutter is probably not gonna work. You probably wanna get some scissors, and there's no wires under here, so you don't have to really worry about cutting any wires underneath the insulation. And you wanna go from across here, up here about like in the middle area. And then you're just gonna pull it out. Be careful where you're pulling though, because if you pull it right here, you could get some danglies. All right, and it also rips off from the top because it's so connected to the car. There are 8mm bolts right here, and there's one right here that you have to get on the top. 1/4 ratchet with I think it's a 3-inch extender and a 8mm socket. You're gonna take those 1, 2, 3 out, and then there's one, let me get the flash on, right here. There's one right here, and then there's one all the way back here that I'm gonna have to find a way to show you. You're gonna put your hand behind the actuator, and it's pretty much right here. So right there, see? You're gonna have to take the insulation out because there's not enough room. And there's also 2 8mm you're gonna take out right here for the actuator. One right here, one on the other side right here, if you can see that. Take the actuator one out before you take all the top ones out, and then the whole thing should drop down. But once you have all those 5 screws out and the actuator, pull this guy down. Okay, there we go. And it looks like we're gonna have to take this little butt thing out, so put a little screwdriver in here and just pry it off. All right, you're gonna push this in, this little grommet here, with a screwdriver, and then you can get that out. And the sensor, there we go. Pull this guy down. Oh, nice, Mom. You're a little dirty here. The motor has 3 screws as well. You got one right here. You got one right here. And there should be one, yep, right back there. You're gonna take those 3 screws out and the motor will drop down. Now you can take your motor out. I left this in. You have to be careful when you're taking the motor out because it drops through this little piece right here. You got to bend it a little bit to get it out. And here's our old motor. Real nice. Yep. Now time to put the new guy in. You're gonna do it the exact opposite way. And you're gonna put these 3 in first. I recommend fitting this first and then trying to fit the screws in. We'll tighten those up and then I'll show you what to do next. Alright, I have one more screw to go, but I want to show you. Goes in like this. You want your wire to be pointed outwards, And you want to screw all these guys in. You can do 2 by hand and then put the 3rd one in after you tighten the other ones up. And your motor is in. What's important to note about this, when you put the motor is all in, it's all secure. 3 bolts are tightened. There's a little spinny piece here. You're going to want this, you're going to turn it so that this part is pointed towards the right side of the car. That's how it needs to be by factory for the system to work, like from where the air will circulate. So you turn it clockwise to the right, and then you can put the rest of your stuff on. Remember, before you put the insulation back and all this stuff, I'm gonna clean this guy up first, and then you're gonna put this in. You're gonna put the pigtail through this hole, put the grommet in, and then you can line everything up and put all your screws in, and you are good to go. I just want to end this with a little, I got this cover on, but it's a little difficult to get on, so I just want to make sure you're doing it right. Make sure you pull these wires out until there's just a little bit of room right there, because you don't want anything getting caught up in there. And then 2, when you are going to put the screws in, it should stay. This should stay here. See? It's not moving. It's all set. You have to line up remember that little part that was poking out from the thing you could spin? Make sure that is pointed to the right clockwise, and it goes through this hole on the bottom so that you can put your actuator through. Make sure that when you're putting it on, the piece that goes clockwise is over here, and you can put this plastic piece on. It's a lot harder to do when it's in the wrong position, so you'll know if you're doing it wrong. Now you can put your screws in and set everything up and make sure it's working. Alright, in theory, should work. Turn it off so we know for sure. Okay, here we go. Let's go, baby. Let's see if it turns. It works. Alright, cool. Nice.